Hi guys, rise and shine. We grind. We are all fine, and the sun shines for yours and mine. My name is Tyrone Green, and welcome back to my show. Today, I want to talk about provision and removal. I felt like this needed to be touched up on because I feel that to be provided with more, you have to remove. You know, and that goes with everything. To be provided with more, there's always something that we have to remove. Just like in order to get to the next stage or the next level of our lives when it comes to growth and development, we have to think about what we need to remove, what type of old habits we need to remove. Um, I was taught this when it came to people, you know what I mean? When it came to people within my life that I had to remove, there were certain people that I couldn't take along in my journey. And those people had to be removed in order for something else great to be applicable in my life. You know, I feel that it's also beneficial towards the growth, so you can. It's beneficial. It's beneficial towards the growth to remove, so that you can be not knowing you might be provided with something that could possibly help you on your journey. There's certain things that we go through, and sometimes the things that we want in our lives aren't going to work out unless we remove certain things. Um, Excuse me for my eye twitching. You know what I mean? That's always been, but that's just like something that I have to learn how to control myself. But yeah, provision. I want to touch up on the definition with you guys real quick. I'm not gonna. This might be a short video today. Um, but provision will be the process of providing, or the action of providing or supplying with, or it can also be a form of giving. You know, provision has a lot to do with being able to supply somebody with something, being able to give somebody something, being able to say here. You know, and with provision, it can help you by by basically giving giving you what equals or correlates to your standards or needs. Um, when it comes to removal, we all know what removal is: just to take away or to abolish. Um, but removal can also help. It can either help or hinder your life by abolishing certain things that aren't needed. But you can also remove certain things. You can also remove certain things that are needed. You know what I mean? I believe that. I believe that not a lot of us understand how much those things, like such things as removal, can come hand in hand. You know, I believe that provision provision should be things should be for things that you'll need, such as goals, projects, objectives. There are certain things that you might need within your life that will tie to something that can take you into a greater position. you know and in order for us to transition, we would have to be able to let go of certain things. um, when it comes to the removal when it comes to the removal comes from both ways. It comes both ways, and it could also be good by removing certain things from your life, such as me. I had to remove smoke. I have to remove, because I still do it occasionally, smoking, drinking, things of that nature. There are certain things within our lives that we have trouble changing, you know, and overcome that, in order for us to overcome those changes and to be provided with more, like, say, you want to be provided with a a career, but in order for that career, you need to remove smoking. You know what I mean? So you might have to stop smoking. So there are definitely ups and downs when it comes to that. And in order for yourself to be provided with something, you have to kind of remove something or take away something that you might have liked. You know, for removal, it could also be something impactful to remove so that you can provide just so that you can provide yourself with something good. You know, when we are removing things from our lives, it can be, like I said earlier, it can be either good or bad. But the choice that we have to make is or the discernment that we have to put in our minds is this removable or is this not removable? You know, I believe that when it comes to removal, we have to take a step back and say to ourselves, what is it that we need to remove before we remove it? Because sometimes we remove things that are needed, you know, but by removing certain things, you leave room for provision. That is the main theory of this topic, is that when you are able to remove certain things from your life, like me, I can come about a time where I had to remove sex, you know, sex from my life, because I was a very active young man, but I believe that a lot of those ways weren't the ways that I needed to carry about myself, because I needed to carry a different stature. And when you're a person of God, or when you're a man of God, you have to kind of decipher what you need to remove within your life so that God will be able to provide you with more. You know, see how all of these things come hand in hand with God? It's mostly because of the fact that He's teaching us these things. He's teaching us these things. He was always teaching us, ask, you shall receive, seek, and you shall find. But if you asking and if you're asking and you're not removing things from your life that can hinder you from possibly getting those blessings, then it could be something that can hinder you in the long run. Main reason for this was to basically get people to understand that it's okay to remove certain things from your life, and it's okay to be provided with more. You know, we have a big misconception when it comes to removal, or when it comes to trying to, yeah, when it comes to trying to remove something from your life. You know, we have a big misconception, and we think that it's not okay to remove certain things, or that when we remove things, we need to remove everything. I feel, or at least that's what I went through. Because when I was going through a time of removal, I felt like I needed to remove everything, because I felt like everything was not of me. But there are certain things that you have within you. There's certain things that you have within you that aren't removable, that you don't have to remove. There's certain things in your life that you don't have to remove. And then there are certain things that you do have to remove. You know, and it could be the smallest thing from garbage. You know, you remove garbage from from your place of rest. You know, you remove garbage from your place of rest, and you're able to provide yourself with more space to put everything else in. You know, there's always a pro, and then there's always a con. And I just wanted to touch up on the topic of provision and removal. I hope that this short video was a blessing to you guys. If it was, please leave a thumbs up. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and please click the notification links down on the bottom. I love you guys. I hope you guys remain blessed, and I shall see you on the next one.